Paul asks, Wez, how do you work out if your partner would be a good fit for working with you in a role within the business? Well, Paul, let me tell you how we worked it out. Kimberly was a 50-50 brainchild of Business Greenhouse. Although she's not active in the business or ministry, as we call it, we're a ministry. We're a business with the heart of a ministry, meaning that I don't have a board because I hate boards, but we operate as a ministry. She was there at the beginning, half the brainchild, helped me set it up, all for it, had a role early on, and then she didn't for a while. And then she came back in maybe 2015. And that was great. Like, we had a good time. She came in the business. But we are both very strong personalities. And so that doesn't tend to work well. And so we didn't really see eye to eye in the daily operations because, you know, although she's 50-50 in the ideas, I think I was probably more the one that had downloaded the revelation and the big vision of where we were going. And so I would often talk in terms of, you know, this massive thing at scale, and it was beyond kind of where she was. And so, you know, there was a little bit of tension that came up. And so I just figured the best way to get rid of her was to make her pregnant. I'm kidding. I mean, although that's what happened, but it wasn't an intentional strategy. So she kind of left, and since then we've had other people come in. I know marriages that have worked incredibly well in business, and I know some that have absolutely destroyed them. The way I would handle it is this, Paul. I would say, hey, I would make sure they've got a complementary skill set. If two of you are the same, it won't make sense. If you're the kind of couple that have friction a lot, I wouldn't even bother, right? Because you're going to publicly display your friction if you do this, because it's only going to put you under a pressure cooker. If you're the kind of couple that get on well, you know, and, you know, pretty cruisy and all those sort of things, then great. But I wouldn't do it if there's a bit of fire in the relationship, that's for sure. And then if I was going to do it, I would have short accounts. I would say, hey, Mary, I don't know if your wife's Mary, but let's call her Mary. Mary, you know, you want to roll in the business. I'd love to have you in the business, but my marriage to you is more important than your role in the business. So how about we set a little short window of 90 days or 60 days or whatever, however long, and you say, let's do this together. And at the end of that time, either one of us has full rights to throw the towel in, and there'll be no hard feelings. If I don't think it's working, I'll let you know. If you don't think it's working, you let me know, and we'll still be husband and wife, because that is the most important part of this whole relationship. And you might get to 90 days and you both love it and you keep going, but it gives each other outs without any hard feelings is probably the way I would do it. And if you haven't done it, then the answer to your question of how do you do it is to try it, but try it with short accounts. I think that would be the way to go.